Welcome. Hello, everyone. It's Monday, and we know what Mondays are for. On Mondays, all roads lead to book club. And so, as you're logging on, let me know what city, what state, and or what country you are logging in from. We want to be able to shout you out to let everybody know where you're logging in from. If this is the first time that you've been here, then let me know by putting a 1 in the comments. Hello to the beautiful Ashley V, all the way from Florida. Thank you for logging on. We see Mississippi is in the house. And so I'm in the office today because our grandchildren are here, the kids are here, and we wanted to make sure that we could get through book club so that, we could not miss again. We were not with each other last week, and we definitely want to make sure that we stay caught up on the Motivation Manifesto by BRENDON. Burchard. So if this is your first time, let us know that it's your first time by putting a 1 in the comments. If you're here with us every single week and you love this book, put some flames in the comments. So book club is so important. And why is book club so important? I see you, Michelle from Georgia, Robin from Michigan, Sonia from California. We've got Misha from South Carolina. Marina is with us for the very first time. Yay! From Georgia. Bridget Jackson from Georgia. All right, Georgia's kind of dominating this call today. All right, and so book club is so important, number one, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. Now, I am not saying these in any order of importance, but you need to know that you cannot pour from an empty cup. So I am here on Mondays to fill your cup, right? Also, why is book club so important? Because leaders are readers. And if we want to lead in any capacity of our lives, we must read so that we can do what? We were talking about it earlier. When we were talking about how to make a few $1 billion, change the way that we think. Change our thinking. This book is some kind of phenomenal. I don't think that we're going to actually cover this one on book club, but I would definitely we talked about today about how to rearrange your brain, right? And so leaders are readers, and as we desire to grow, we must also desire to learn and grow, right? I'm going in and out. Am I going in and out for everyone? Because I'm not even on any microphone today, right? So let's just see. How about now? Never going to earn more than we learn. We'll never earn more than we learn, and that is why book club is so important. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me in the comments. How about now? It's clear. It's clear. Okay. Marina said it's clear. So it may be your connection. Maybe you should try logging off and coming back on. So Chicago, it is the first time that you're here. My cousin Lisa is with us. Robin Ball, awesome sauce. All right. So we are reading BRENDON Burchard's Motivation Manifesto, and my son, it just stopped, but I'm good. Yeah, I had actually didn't realize I had just turned it off just to see if it was the microphone. My son Rashid was walking through the living room. He saw the book sitting there. He said, "Mom, that's one of the best books I've ever read in my life." And so I'm here to tell you that we are on point with this book. You still have time to send out that last minute reminder to let other people know that this is the place to be on Mondays. We are reading declaration number 2. We shall reclaim our agenda. All right. We shall reclaim our agenda. The day is always his who works with serenity and great aims by Ralph Waldo Emerson. That quote is by Ralph Waldo Emerson. And so let's go ahead and let's just dive on in. We missed last week, so we definitely want to make sure we kind of get caught up. Human nature steers us towards self-reliance and freedom. Nothing burns more fiercely in our soul than the desire to be ourselves and pursue our dreams. And so the great joys in life come when we are spontaneous and authentic each day while engaging in activities that we actually care about. And the great miseries of life come when too many days stack up where we are confronting and posing while doing things we have no passion for. Now, how many of y'all know what I'm talking about? Some people are at dead-end jobs. They know that it's just their job, not their work. And you're not passionate about it, but you're just doing it because you know you need to make ends meet. That's what this is talking about. When the miseries of life come when too many days stack up where we are conforming and posing while doing things that we have no passion for. In these truths, we find a unit for measuring how our freedom is being expressed or not expressed. Our individual days, did we spend today being ourselves, expressing our true voice and sincere feelings and innate power? Did we spend the vast majority of the day doing meaningful activities rather than being slave to distraction or useless endeavor? Life has a way of being easily torn from us day by day. We forget what we want and get distracted. We do what others tell us to do. We say yes to so many things that we end up with no time to do the things that matter to us. This is the reality of the masses. So let's stop for a second and let's pause for a second, because this book is saying that the majority of people are living this way. So now you can see, when you try to share that you might have an opportunity that could free someone, they don't even believe that it could free them because they're so bogged down. They're easily torn from us. These things, the way of life has a way of being easily torn from us day by day. We forget what we want and get distracted. How many times do we talk to moms and we'll ask them, what kind of ice cream do you like? Like, what's your favorite ice cream? And they don't even know. They don't even know, because you've adopted a life where all you do is taking care of everybody else. And then you might have a little bit left at the end of the day for you. But the book says we say yes to so many things that we end up with no time to do the things that actually matter to us. This is the reality of the masses. But freedom and greatness belong to those who master their day. If you're hearing me right now, I want us to type in the comments, master their day. I'm going to type it in mine, master their day. That was powerful. The book says that freedom and greatness belong to those who master their day. They have an entirely different level of control over the agenda and direction of their life. Their days mean something to them because they know each day gathers force toward a particular destiny. It's as though they imagine themselves standing before their creator at the end of their lives and having to answer his questions. So imagine now that we're standing before the Heavenly Father, and he asks us, Kelly, well, what did you do what did you do to make sure that you were moving forward towards your destiny, towards your God-given purpose? What did you do? What answers are you going to give to God when he asks that question? What answers? Hold on one second, y'all. I'm just going to ask them to be a little bit more quiet, y'all. Okay. All right. All right. So let's talk about that. But freedom and greatness belong to those who master their day. That means to me that no matter what happens, because here's the reality of life, is that things are going to happen. Things are going to happen to distract us. Things are going to happen to throw us off course. Things are going to happen, right, that make us sad. But we must master our day. Because if we don't, we shall not have freedom or greatness. Ouch. Their days mean something to them. It's as though they imagine themselves standing before God himself. Did you use the time that I've gifted you each day to be a purposeful being? So what happens when the Heavenly Father asks you, did you use the time that I gifted you each day to be a purposeful being? Did you follow your own path and make your own time count? How faithfully did you tend to the dream that I sowed in your soul? Oh, what do you say to God when he asks you that? How faithfully did you tend to the dream that I sowed in your soul? And maybe, just maybe, If we would remember that the day that we have has been gifted to us, maybe we would view the what we do during the day, every day, a little bit differently. So it's as though they awoke each day knowing these questions would come. So people who choose freedom and greatness, they master their day. It's as if they have a different level of control, right? And then what do? They also, it's as if they know that they're standing before the Creator who says to them, did you use the time that I gifted you each day to be a purposeful being? Did you follow your own path and make your own time count? How faithfully did you tend to the dream that I sowed in your soul? So knowing these questions, it's as if people who want greatness and freedom, who are already experiencing freedom and greatness, they know these questions will come. And it's as though each morning they hurled a shining spear of purpose far into the fields of the future, and then made their mission to go pick it up and throw it once more forward every single day. In their daily struggles to reach the goal, they were focused, unbending, diligent. If they ever felt lost, they had the presence of mind to stop and think, am I on the right path? So could it be that all we've got to do is regroup when you feel a little bewildered, when you feel like you don't know if you're doing the right thing, that all we've got to do is stop and ask and think, am I on the right path? Am I moving forward to what I desire? Am I moving forward towards God's given purpose and destiny in my life or for my life, right? If they found themselves sidetracked in the valley of despair and distraction, they know to lift their head, to climb to a high vantage point, to see where their journey was leading them. And if it was where they desired to go, to look for that shining spear and reorient themselves to it, to find once more the horizon line of their greater destiny. They carried on this way with stunning commitment. They had their own aim in life, and they awoke each day loyal to that cause and ablaze with passion for it. How many of us want to be real honest? And we're just going to be real honest and say, I know I say I want it, but I don't really do the things that point me in the direction of the thing that I say that I want. Because this book is saying you're carrying on this way with a stunning commitment, that they had their own aim in life, and they wake up each single day loyal to that cause and ablaze with passion for it. You know, I was watching a video yesterday, and this young lady talked about motivation. And she said, and the young girl asked like the mentor, hey, I just need you to motivate me. Can you just motivate me? That's what I need you to do. And the mentor said, absolutely not. Because I'm not here to motivate you. Because motivation is internal, and motivation comes from within. Now, I can inspire you, and you can get around other people who will inspire you. But if you're not motivated to do anything but sit around and watch TV all day and eat and complain and whine about what's not taking place in our lives, there's no one in the world. It's like that song, no one in the world can hold me. No one in the world can motivate you. Like no one can motivate you, because motivation is internal. Like my bank account motivates me because it is not where I want it to be. My physical body motivates me when I look in the real mirror and I'm like, nah, it ain't where I want it to be. I let my foot off the gas in that area. They never let up despite the struggle and the hardship. See, what we got to understand is just because there are people who are successful, it doesn't mean that there is no hardship. I don't know why we seem to think or feel that people who are having success are not having hardship. Actually, people who are having success are having more hardship than those that are not. Because why would the enemy tempt you or try you if you're not doing anything? Uh-oh. Y'all want me to just keep reading the book? Are y'all still there? I don't know. I don't even see nothing in the comment section. Are we okay? Are we just, like, whoa. They never let up. despite the struggle and the hardship, always thrusting their intent into the distance and then always seeking it and always finding a way over or through any obstacle until they ended up either in the land of their dreams or with the angels for having died trying. I don't know. Some of y'all probably like, why would I choose to get on book club today? Right? You walked right into it. It's all right. It's all right. This is how we're going to grow. What they did not do, what they did not do, we're talking about people who are operating in freedom and greatness. What they did not do was waste their days meandering about or marching under the banner of someone else's ambitions. I want you to type into the comments, what do I really want? You know, because it is not until we can get clear about what we really want that we can actually achieve it. It is not until we get clear about what we really want that we can obtain it. So contrast their life agenda with the world's stragglers and complainers who are undirected, passionless, and afraid of work. Oh, hold on, let's say that again. Undirected, passionless, and afraid of work. They fail to cast their intention into the world, or if they do, they allow themselves to be distracted rather than follow their desires to the end. What do I really want? Hold on, y'all. All right, sorry, y'all. All right. So they fail to cast their intention into the world, or if they do, they allow themselves to be distracted rather than follow their desires to the end. They fail to peer above their immediate tasks to see where they were headed, preferring the illusory sense of progress at having checked off some trifling task. What do I really want? They are too fearful or too lazy or too pulled by the clatter of their people's demands to chase their own dream. They do not strive with real desire and discipline. They make excuse after excuse and tell story after story about why they cannot advance or scale the mountain. They feel no responsibility to fully activate their latent powers. They live unconsciously or in quiet denial, unable to face the truth that their own life agenda is strangely absent or insignificant. Ouch. Woo! This one is we shall reclaim our agenda. This is declaration number 2. Anybody like ouchalooya yet? I saw one ouchalooya. Let me see. I think Sonia said ouchalooya. What's up, Derek? What's up? Ouchalooya. No, Virginia and Sia. We got 2 ouchalouyas and an ouch by Robin Owens. I don't know about y'all. And so the mark of greatness will never be seared into their soul because they did not stay true and faithful to themselves or their mission. Yikes. The mark of greatness will never be seared into their soul. Is my cousin Lisa still with me? She got my back. Because they did not stay true and faithful to themselves or their mission. The mark of greatness, the thing because you didn't stay true and faithful to yourselves or your mission. We are one or the other, the striver with the sphere of purpose, or the distracted straggler with the excuse. So who are you? Either you have the sphere of purpose, either you're striving with the sphere of purpose, or the distracted straggler with the excuse. Which will be your reality? Striving or distracted? Which will be your reality? Shall we allow ourselves to be directionless in life, ripped from any purpose by the demands of others and all the distractions of the world? Or shall we finally get serious about the fact that our day will become weeks, and weeks will become months, and months will become years, and decades, and a lifetime, either won or lost, joyful or regretful, purposeful or squandered? Let us make this day the day we take back our life's agenda from the grips of conformity and distraction. Let us have our aim in life and move toward it swiftly and diligently. Let us not forget that our simple efforts and daily triumphs can gather weight and motion to become an unstoppable force. Woo! An unstoppable force toward a focused and free life. We can design our life agendas so that our daily planner is no longer the object of resentment, but rather a thing of beauty, a stunning log of our enjoyment of life and the progress toward freedom and transcendence. We can emancipate our schedules from meaningless tasks and in the process lift ourselves to higher standards and higher planes of joy and purpose. We can, through conscious design and vigilant protection of our time and agenda, take back our destiny and make each day artful and fulfilling. But to do so, we must take a long, unflinching look at our habit of giving our lives and agendas over to others or to meaningless things. We have to say no more. We have to say no more often. We have to focus more. We have to fight harder to safeguard our time and our dreams and our souls. Now let us now get serious about our days and who we are becoming because of them. Let's get serious about the aim and enjoyment of a meaningful life. It is time to value the hour once more and refuse to give up our lives to the world's distraction and nonsense. It is time to make our own way and get back to our day. For this we declare, we shall reclaim our agenda. And if you're excited about reclaiming your agenda, I need you to I don't know about y'all, but I know I'm excited that I am going to reclaim my agenda. Yep, because later for doing things for everybody else and not leaving anything for yourself, later for being more present for other people than they're present for you. No, this is the year that you're going to choose to be selfish. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write it on my prayer board, my prayer vision board, that 2025 is the year that Nina is going to be selfish. And I'm going to do things for me. I'm going to do things that God tells me to do for me. Because what I realized is later for pouring into people who got a hole in the bucket. Ruh-roh. Some of us are pouring into people that got a hole in the bucket. They don't want to reclaim their agenda. They want to sit around and complain. They want to sit around and live life exactly the way it was lived last year and the year before 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 and the year before. And I am here to tell you that we have got to get to a point where we know no is a complete sentence and we don't have to explain. The word is no. We are one or the other. I'm sorry. We shall reclaim our agenda. Stripped from our path, few would know or admit if they lacked command of their overall life agenda. How could we tell? What signs would indicate that we are off our unique path in life? Are we ready? There are stark realities and subtle hints that we are off the path. If there is a lack of true expression, enduring joy, vibrancy, and satisfaction in life, then clearly Clearly, our agenda has been compromised. Woo! For who would plan a life marked with conformity, boredom, fatigue, and dissatisfaction? Why would someone want to live a life full of fatigue? If there is a constant shrinking of one's dreams out of fear of failure, a suffering sadness in everyday life, or consistent lack of progress toward one's own clear path, then clearly we are not in charge of our daily emotions and direction. We can further ask, have I become so like others at work that I am not myself? Am I acting like someone else in order to please my parents or friends or lover? Do I believe things and behave in ways that are unexamined, causing me problems or not a true part of my soul? Do I feel the people around me have no idea who I am or what I want? Did I follow other people without true reflection on what I wanted? And that's why I have this job or study this topic or engage in this hobby or feel trapped in this way of life. Am I trapped because I was listening to somebody else? Am I trapped because I am more connected to someone else's journey and destiny than they are for themselves? Am I trapped because of loyalty? Because I don't know how to let go? Am I trapped? This is it. That is it. The ultimate tell, feeling trapped. Should a person feel caged in any aspect of their life? It is an obvious reveal that they have not been owning their life agenda, but rather they have been suffering the chains of conformity. Oh, Nichelle said no is a complete sentence. Conformity. You know what? I think that is a good place for us to take a look. Let's look up the definition of conformity. Let's see. You know why? Because we don't often take time, like I said before, to look up the definition of words, right? So let us see what is the definition of conformity. The definition of conformity is compliance with standards, rules, or law, behavior in accordance with socially accepted conventions or standards. Woo! Compliance with practices, behavior in accordance with socially accepted stuff, compliance with standards. It don't mean good standards either. Let's see what else we have. B changes are intended to conform. Conformity is correspondence in form, manner, or even character. Agreement behaved in conformity with her beliefs, an act or an instance of conforming, of literally not thinking for yourself, conforming, because we have no mind of our own. And I've seen some people, I feel sorry for them when they can't make up a decision. You know, you ever watch people who can't make a decision for themselves? So they kind of tell you, oh, I'm gonna get back to you. And that is because they're gonna go run it through other people. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. That is the ultimate tell, feeling trapped. So I want to, and that's why I have this. Okay, so let me go back. Let me read this. Do I feel the people around me have no idea who I am or what I want? Did I follow other people without true reflection on what I wanted? And that's why I have this job or study this topic or engage in this hobby or feel trapped in this way of life. That is it. The ultimate tell, feeling trapped. Should a person feel caged in any aspect of their life, it is an obvious reveal that they have not been owning their life agenda, but rather they have been suffering the chains of conformity. The chains of so basically imprisoned to behaving and gravitating to the thoughts and the ideals of other people only. Jeez, they have been catering to everyone else, slave to the prevailing ideas or expectations of others, and playing a game that they never wanted to be a part of, all to feel like they're accepted in some area of their lives. The subtler sign, how we consistently feel about our lives. If we obtain everything that we think we need, and every indication says that life should be satisfying, yet something still feels off, then we know there is a problem. If someone asks, "How are you?" and we cannot feel a genuinely happy response immediately rise within us, what does that say? It says that we are off our unique path in life. This is especially true if, contemplating the question seriously, we find ourselves replying with a mundane lie like, "Oh well, I guess I'm fine." Fine is the calling card of conformity. What do I really want? Fine. You know, how you doing? I'm fine. That is the calling card of conformity. Things are merely fine in life when passion has been slowly bled from our veins. Things are fine when we are bored stiff. Things are fine when we've done what they told us to do and we're sick and tired of it. Things are fine when we have been marching to the beat of someone else's soul song for far too long. Things are fine when we are aching for more adventure, more passion, more intimacy, more creative expression, more contribution, more drive, more independence, more freedom, more life in our days. If we are merely fine, we are not alive. Should we not be amazing, excited, thrilled, fantastic, phenomenal, or beyond grateful? Because another subtle sign of trouble is that we feel regularly silent about things that matter to us. If we want something but do not ask for it, this means that we'll likely accept whatever we are told to do or whatever shows up on life's door. We must ask on life's door. We must ask, does the world have a sense of who I am? Do my family and my friends know who I am and what I truly desire from life? Do my peers and my leaders know what I truly want to learn, to work toward, to contribute? If we answer with a no, then we clearly are not being ourselves or speaking up for ourselves. Such silence reveals fear of rejection or an unhealthy level of need to fit into what they want for us. In this conformist silence, there is nothingness, no sound, no light, no sound of life, no pulsing and cracking and thunder of individuality. In such silence, the suffering settles. In such silence, the suffering settles in. Let us never forget that speaking up for ourselves and telling the world what we want and desire is a fundamental practice of a free life. The final clear indication that someone's life agenda is not their own is constant lack of focus. It is that terrible and never ending distraction of the modern world that is stealing purpose and progress from our lives. It's becoming a defining hour of humanity where we either take back our attention or risk becoming emotionally addicted to our technology, to devices that somehow, though they have neither soul nor intent, control us more than we control them. How many people pick up their phone? You go to do something like you say, you know what? Let me go make this reel. Let me go do this post. Let me go follow up. And the next thing you know, 45 minutes later, you're caught up scrolling because the device controls you and not you control the device. How many people? Humankind is fast becoming a slave to its own tools. So we have these tools to make life better for us. And they haven't really made life better for us because now they control us. but we're the human that's supposed to control it. Humankind is fast, becoming a slave to its own tools. Hours of the day seep away, checking in, updating, and swiping to what end? It's as if we are adrift in a digital stream we never consciously choose to wade into, and we are starting to drown. No sooner do we set out on a meaningful task than we feel compelled to look at something irrelevant. We barely make it through a single day without suffering browser, blackout, or app amnesia. Those long gaps in the day when we are lost in a long chain of clicks and swipes that steal our momentum and leave no trace of real purpose or accomplishment. Yikes. This is heavy. Yet so many people look effective, so busy with so many tasks, tracking everything unimportant to infinite degrees. In this age of the quantified self, we measure how many hours we slept, steps we took, calories we burned, pages we viewed. We document our every personal move in photos and videos, yet we know nothing about ourselves. We spend more time checking our stats than our souls. We mine our life experience for data, but not depth. We have all these numbers to improve, but no idea how to dial back the numbness. As much as we check in, we are checking out of our own lives and becoming voyeuristic, peering gape-mouthed into the sordid details of other people's lives in order to feel connected and entertained. Woo! If we are to measure and monitor and improve anything, let it be our story, our character, our conduct, a mindfulness of who we are and how we are experiencing and relating with the world. Reclaiming our life agenda is about asking, am I proud of who I am and the person I am becoming? Am I happy with what I am doing and contributing to the world? Have I felt grateful for this day and its opportunities? And have I directed myself purposely so that I can live my highest truth and serve my highest good? Let us check in on ourselves in these ways, for in the end, these are the only measures that matter. Woo! Our defining moment will come as we either continue to slide into the oblivion of the deep digital stream, clicking and swiping and drowning in distraction, or take a higher vantage point apart from all of the noise. And finally, after all of this time, choose to refocus on what really matters in life. Let us boldly ask what it says about ourselves if we cannot pull back from our addiction to digital distractions. For it is an addiction. We are no better off than the alcoholic who cannot avoid the bar or the gambler with the casino. Those with a compulsion to constantly check in have lives like this. They awake each day and their first act is to review the messages left by others, always terrified that they may have missed something that someone else wanted on a whim just hours or minutes ago. Their second effort is to divide up their day based not on what they should accomplish in pursuit of their dreams, but rather on the hours that they must spend responding to the needs and the requests of others. My gosh. Y'all, we gotta wake up. We're in the matrix. We gotta wake up. What do I really want? And the reality of it is we will continue to pour into people with holes in the bucket as long as we don't become a better version of ourselves. Because in some sick way, you need to feel wanted by those people. Woo! They awake each day, and their first act is to review the messages out. Their second effort is divided up the day based on not what they accomplish in pursuit of their dreams, but rather on the hours that they must spend responding to the needs of others. All the day they are busy accomplishing nothing but responding to everything. All day they are busy accomplishing nothing but responding to everything. All day they are busy responding to what? Accomplishing nothing but responding to everything. Accomplished in pursuit of their dreams, but rather on the hours that they must spend responding to the needs and the requests of others. They reply with the equal frenzy and devotion to one and all, to both influencers and idiots. Their addiction to meet others' demands, making no distinction and giving no priority, while all day they are busy accomplishing nothing but responding to everything. Whoo, there is no vision, only reaction. A self-imposed terror that they are falling behind. Their aim in life, and we can call it that, is to get through it all, to catch up in a rat race that they should never have entered and will never win. This needn't be our fate. Should we have the courage to take back the responsibility of running our own lives and advancing once more toward meaningful goals every single day, no matter what. We must choose this day to finally be more intentional with what we want and what shall deserve our golden attention. Let me see how much we've got more to go so I can see how much we're going to get done today. How y'all feeling about this today? Woo! How are y'all feeling about this today? I almost feel like we should save the rest of this because it's a lot. I'm not going to finish it today, y'all. How are we feeling? I wish that we could. I wish that I could like have y'all on here so that we can talk because this was heavy. We must choose this day to finally be more intentional with what we want and what shall deserve our golden attention. You know, it's funny. I was reading something the other day, and while I was reading it, Robin, literally I said something about attention. I was talking about attention. I was thinking about attention, and I thought about how attention is expensive. That's why we say we have to pay attention. We must choose this day to finally be more intentional with what we want and what shall deserve our golden attention. Because what I realize is that people do what they want to do. People will make happen what they want to make happen. So let's look up the definition of the word attention, because this says golden attention. Attention. The definition of attention is notice taken of someone or something, the regarding of someone or something as interesting or important. Dr. Bramwell said this calls for us to be intentional and take responsibility for what we want. I'm going to encourage you guys. I think we're going to stop right there and we'll finish the rest of this next week. I'm going to encourage every single person that's listening, whether you're watching it live or whether you're coming back to watch the replay, to make a decision to be selfish this year. And I am going to encourage every single one of you. You've got a little more than 24 hours left before we are in a new year. I am going to ask you to take a few moments for yourself. And I am going to beg of you to figure out what you want for 2025. If you do not take some time to figure out what you want for 2025, you're going to repeat all of the years that led up to where you are right now. And I would strongly encourage every single one of you, which is what we did at our prayer and vision board experience. Let me grab my board while we're on here. I would strongly encourage every single one of you to make sure that in your, we did envelopes. Some people just do boards, but you need to know exactly what you want. And when it comes to the different things that you want, you need to write it down, right? Write it down on whether you do sticky notes, whether you do index cards, write it down and put it in here. Some stuff you need to leave visible so that you can actually see it. But it needs to be visible so you can see, what do you want for your healing and wellness? What do you want? What are your prayer requests for this year? What do you want in your finances this year? What are you affirming? What do you want for your family? What do you want, or what are you thankful and grateful for? Because this is the year that we are not going to end without being grateful. Going into the next year, where do you want to grow in wisdom and guidance? Knowing that you have to have reflection and prayer and resources and energy and dream. You gotta know what you want, and you've got to see it before you see it so that you can seize it. See it before you see it so that you can seize it. 2025 has to be a year of intention. 2025 has to be a year of focus, and intention. 2025 has to be a year of selfishness in a good way, where you take some time for you because you've done it all for everybody else. And there's a little piece of you over there, and 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 a little piece of you over there. And it is time now for you to be selfish about what you want for you. What do I want? If you say this is going to be the year that you're going to get your physical body together, then by all means, nothing comes before you making time for you to go to the gym or go for a walk or cook the meals that you need to cook so that you'll be on a better track. But no more treating you like a secondhand citizen. Because how could we love anyone else if we don't first love ourselves? And so I hope that you enjoyed book club today. We will pick up next week, next Monday, on clarity on what is meaningful. Clarity on what is meaningful, and what will give us a sense that we are once more commanding our life's agenda. Clarity, direction, and progress. Clarity is what's going to bring us success. Clarity. Be clear, right? There's a song that I love to sing, be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Because in thee, oh Lord, I put my trust. And we've got to take a moment now. And I want every single one of you that's listening right now, or maybe you're watching a replay, to take a moment today and tomorrow, quiet the noise and figure out what you want. Get clear so that you'll have the best year of your life. And I am declaring and decreeing that 2025, I am telling you, you're going to thrive in 2025. So I'm so glad we had this time together. All right, let's make sure that you are following me on all platforms, that you subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you can get the notifications when we come live. And then you know that all of my platforms have the same name. You're going to find me as on Instagram at The Real Nina Moorer. All right, at The Real Nina Moorer. Please make sure that you're following so that you can stay connected. You know, I give away different things and I do different things on different platforms. I don't ever want you to miss anything that I'm doing on Facebook. I am Nina Rochelle Moorer. And yes, I do have 2 pages. So I have the Nina Rochelle Moorer page, and then I have Nina Moorer. Those are both my pages. Follow me on TikTok as well, Nina Moore or the Wellness Queen. And then last but certainly not least, if you have not gone to subscribe to my website, ninamoorer.com, you're missing out. I've got a free gift for you, right? There's a journal there, and I want you to definitely go to ninamoorer.com and go and subscribe. There's going to be some special things that take place, and you'll be getting emails once you subscribe. Everyone that subscribed will get an email through myninamoore.com so that I can kind of keep you up to date with what's going on in my world. So I pray that you are enjoying this book. I can't wait. We're a little bit more than halfway done this book. And we're gonna, I don't know where we're going yet. I think I know where we're going. I think we're gonna talk about healing. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that that's where we're going. And so if you enjoyed today's book club, please make sure that you put make sure that you're putting those hashtags in the comments, because I don't think we did it earlier. We want you to put those hashtags in the comments: BookTube, Goodreads, and BookTok, right? BookTube, Goodreads, and BookTok. Let me just put them up here one more time: BookTube, Goodreads, and BookTok. All right, y'all. So listen, I want you to enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the rest of your week. Pay it forward, do a good deed, and be kind to one another. And always be safe and sound. You know, people are going to be out acting crazy this week because it is the new year. We want you to be safe. Use wisdom and judgment as to where you are going. And always remember that God loves you. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Good night, and God bless you all. Happy New Year.